Martin swings and hits it up high in the air, deep to left center field. That ball's carrying to the fence, and that ball is gone. Martin Stevens hits his first varsity home run. And he did it on a 2-strike pitch, and he crushed it sort of backside to left center field. And here he comes to the dish, greeted by Kyle Knight, who touched home right before him. 2-2 to Martin. He serves it into left field for a base hit. That'll score one dog and now another one as the left fielder bobbled the ball. And Martin is racing to second base hit. He is going to be tagged out. But he drove in 2 more. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Stevens on the way. Curveball is hit right up the middle. A base hit. Kyle Knight is coming to third, and Brian Fitzgerald will hold him up. Runners on the corners with nobody out the top of the third for D.R. Meadows. 2-2 pitch. Martin swings and hits it by the first baseman into right field for a base hit. And Martin Stevens is 2 for 2. Stevens has walked twice in this game. Oh, he hits this ball into the gap in right center field. That's going to bounce and bounce and bounce all the way to the fence. It's going to score a pair of Bulldogs, and Martin Stevens is around second, digging for his first Bulldog triple. Here's the throw. Is he out of gas? He is safe. He was really slowing down coming toward that third base bag, and he gives the Bulldogs a 15-0 win in 3. It is over. Martin Stevens ends it early. And they're going to dump him with whatever that is, Gatorade. It didn't matter if he was safe or out, other than it's a triple and not a double because the 2 runs scored anyway. 1 ball, no strikes on deck is D.R. Meadows. It's 1-0 Bulldogs in the top of the second, and 2 outs. Second pitch to Martin, swings and hits it, one hopper by the first baseman into right field. That scores 1 dog as Brock Harrison touches home. And coming to the plate is Trey Cloud to make it 3-0 Dogs. Martin Stevens drives in his 11th and 12th runs of the season. If you score that a base hit, and I guess you would, it was a tough hopper over to Judd Roberts near the first base bag. The Dogs are trying to keep this trend going of scoring in every inning since the first. Martin swings and lines it into left center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Not caught by the left fielder Dalton, and the Bulldogs will score a run. Hustling to the plate is Brandon Helton to put the Dogs up 9-2. Martin Stevens going backside with a looping shot, and Dalton almost made the catch out there. But Martin having another good game at the plate for the Toombs County Bulldogs in the state playoffs. The question is will Rogers challenge him on the 0-2? That Laney pitcher last week that started game 1 would do so. And Martin swings and hits it up high in the air into the gap in right center field. That ball is carrying. It's bouncing all the way to the fence. The Dogs will score 1 to tie. Here comes the throw in, and Brian Fitzgerald is going to send the runners. The ball is bobbled at second base, and the Bulldogs take the lead. Martin Stevens does it again. A huge 2-run double in the bottom half of the 6th inning has put the Toombs County Bulldogs up 6-5. And when you're a hot hitter, you sometimes feel like a hot hitter. And you got to figure Martin, based on what he did at Laney and so far against Banks, is feeling like a hot hitter. So what's the big deal about a 1-2 count? Here's the pitch. Swings and chops it right side of the infield. The first baseman feels it, flips it to the pitcher, and did they get him? Here comes a runner to home plate, and scoring! The Dogs have tied the game. Great base running by Bryce DeLoach, and the call at first is safe. And the game is tied at 7 in the bottom half of the 8th. The hottest hitting Bulldog right now, 8 for 12 in the playoffs, and he lines this one to the gap in right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. No extra bases. Runner coming to third. Here's a throw offline. Martin Stevens going to second. Throw, and he is tagged out. So the Bulldogs make an out the first of the inning at second base. Stevens with a single, his 22nd hit. his 9th in the state playoffs, because Martin Stevens is so hot, and there's a runner at second, and he swings at the first pitch and hits it right side into right field. Runner coming to third, and Coach Fitzgerald will hold him. Brandon Helton stopping there. And now the ball gets away, and now they got him at a rundown. They're going to tag him out. They tag out Brandon Helton very close to home plate for the 3rd out. A deadly out right there, because the Dogs had a chance to have runners on 1st and 3rd with the top of the order coming up. But instead they scored 2 in the top of the 5th to take a 6-2 lead on Y101. Anything? 3-2. He pokes it left side, in for another base hit. He goes backside with a very controlled swing, and it's tough to get him out, like it's tough to get Davis out.
Beautiful piece of hitting right there. He didn't try to do too much. He really just he let the barrel of the bat work for him, which is something that, you know, a lot of hitters, they neglect with 2 strikes. They try to, you know, just choke and poke or something like that, but Martin did a great job of just putting the barrel on the ball.
In the playoffs, 2 for 3 against Laney, 1 for 1 against Laney in Game 2. He ended that 3-inning game with a triple, the first of his career, and he lines this one into right field, and it sinks in for a base hit. Here's the throw to first base, and he is just safe on the throw from Alex Sanders. So the Bulldogs with their 3rd hit, and Martin with his 25th hit of his junior season and the 12th during the postseason. 0-1 pitch, swings and hits it solidly and into center field for the Dogs' first base hit of the game and 2017 in a regular season contest. So good solid swing by Martin. So you get speed and scoring position. Stevens can get the ball to the outfield, and he hits it right up the middle, bouncing for a base hit. That scores McBride. Here comes Lukey around third, but Collins has the ball, and Brian Fitzgerald will hold him up. Dogs score 1 to take a 2-0 lead. And Stevens with the RBI hit right up the middle, and that's how he broke up the no-hitter the other day in the 4th inning with a base hit right up the middle. And the stretch. 1-1 pitch from Roden is a fastball slap right side. Will it make it through? Yes, it does, into the right field grass. And overrunning the baseball is Morgan, and that's going to allow Adams to scoop down to third. And here's the throw that way, and he's safe. And so taking the extra base is Martin Stevens, moving into scoring position. Great base running by the Toombs County Bulldogs. Instead of 1st and 2nd, you got runners on 2nd and 3rd, and Stevens continues to hit the ball well. He's now 5 for 12 on the season. 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Martin swings and loops one over the head of the second baseman into right field for his 2nd hit of the game, as he continues to hit the ball well. So Martin has improved his hitting this season, because he is now 6 for 14.